Good morning. I'm Balakumar Ramurthy and I'm presenting my consultancy project on optimizing peak hours for the new proposed shuttle bus between Hatfield Station and Hertfordshire Business School. Currently, most service detour to the college lane, which causes delay for the de-avalanche students. And my project explores how direct bus or van service could resolve this issue. Today, I'll walk you through the recommendations, supporting data, implementations, benefits, and reflections on the consultancy process. The objectives and agenda of this project was the purpose of this consultancy was to design a future state solution that is data driven, feasible in practice. That is a date. To achieve this, I have used mixed method. I have used mixed method. I've used the mixed method approach, a quantitative student survey and a qualitative interview with Unibus management and stakeholders. Today's agenda covers recommendations, data-driven justifications, and implementation plan, benefits, and impact on the consultancy service. Yeah, back to the consultancy service. Solution overview. The core recommendation is a direct shuttle bus or flexible van-based service operating between Hatfield Station and the Havilland Campus. This service would run every 10 minutes during the peak hours and every 30 minutes off peak. Using a mixed fleet of vans and buses allow us to balance demands and cost. A digital booking app will also allow students to reserve seats, track shuttle in real time, and give us a valuable demand data driven justification. At taking points like survey finding shows that 82% of the students would use the direct schedule with the peak hours optimization. So with the peak demand at 8 to 9 a.m. and 4 to 6 p.m. Students estimated a savings of 10 to 20 minutes compared to the current service, and most were willing to pay £1 or £2 per journey. In stakeholder interview, Unibus confirmed that van could legally operate with a greater flexibility than registering bus routes. Academic research supports this model. Simulation frameworks improve scheduling, and hybrid van bus integrated enhances efficiencies. These are the visuals for the surveys. You could see that there is down this one, the purple one. This shows walking the 80% of the student using the Uno bus. Yep. Change and implementation plan. The implementation plan is a phase one. A phase one is a phase one is over the next 3 months would launch a pilot van service at peak hours to test demand. Phase 2 within 6 months expands frequency and launches the booking app. Phase 3 within 12 months integrate buses with the vans and full real-time monitoring. This phase rollout reduces financial risk and allows us to scale between real demand. And there's a Gantt chart provided within this one. If you take a look for 3 months, starting of the campaign brief and approval between 3 to 6 months, we will be like service frequency and peak hours monitoring, and then after 6 to 12 months there is a implementation and real-time monitoring. The benefits and impacts. Expected benefits. Includes efficiency gains 10 to 20% per journey, improved student satisfaction, and reduced car usage, supporting the university carbon goals. Willingness to pay data shows the service could be cost neutral of revenue generating. More broadly, this strengthens the business school competitiveness and reputation for student experience. Challenges and solutions. This proposed shuttle offers significant benefits. The, the one is system reduced travel time for students by 10 to 20 minutes while enhances their punctuality and decreasing their travel time, travel related anxiety time. The survey results shows that 85% of the participants would feel more satisfied if the shuttle service became more frequent or offered direct routes. And this client engagement was and the expected benefits includes efficiency gain from 10 to 20 minutes per journey, can improve the student satisfaction and reduce car usage, supporting the university carbon goals. Willingness to pay data shows the service could be cost neutral and improved students experience through this enhanced makes the university more attractive and potential to students. Challenges and solutions. The primary challenge for this project was not with the lack of detailed ridership data meant I had to rely on a primary research. Client engagement was initially difficult as priorities differed, but clear communication helped align expectations. Combining surveys and interviews findings requires careful triangulation with academic research to create robust recommendation, and the process of the data required complex analytics works to establish a well-structured mixed framework, and then the alignment of these viewpoints needed a process of triangulation which the data with the stakeholder opinion and academic references. Client communication. Uh, Maintaining a contact with the external stakeholder, including Unibus manager, enhance my ability to present the professional and perceived communication methods. So process, I adapt my language between academic standards and practical utility. The timelines for the project management, the management of the timelines, especially regarding the data collection and their ethics approval, enhance my organizational capabilities along with my capacity to produce results within predetermined time frames. The ability to combine mixed method research with the stakeholder involvement will prove essential for consultancy and the management roles because evidence-based recommendation need to be delivered. Non-specialist decision makers. Conclusion to next steps. A direct shuttle bus service from Hatfield to Havilland will run 10 minutes interval during peak hours and 30 minutes intervals during non-peak hours accordingly. The proposed solution receives the receives support from both survey findings and stakeholder feedback, along with the transport optimization scientific literatures. The skills developed. I developed a vital consultancy research skills base because of this encountered challenges. Research techniques. I learned to create, distribute, and analysis online survey in a manner that upholds ethical standards and produces dependable data. My qualitative research skills grow stronger than the practical experience of doing semi-structured interviews, which includes transcription process, data analysis. I gained a confident Get a confidence in transforming raw survey data into visual representation that helps the clients see peak demands, payment willingness to learn. I learn to combine data with a simulation and optimization framework from transport literature. Recap. This consultancy project addresses inefficiency in current Unobos. Connection between the Hatfield Business School to the Hatfield Station to the Havilland Campus. The final recommendation. In the conclusion, the direct shuttle or van service between the Hatfield Station and the Havilland offers a feasible, efficient, and future-proof solution for the client. The next steps are the approve a pilot launch the app scale based on the results. The reflection highlights the key challenges: data availability, client buy-in, and analytical complexity, and shows how these were resolved. Mixed method researches, clear communication, and feasible solution. So these van services will be like, I'm explaining, this van services will be like 10 minutes in the peak, every 10 minutes in the peak hours, and 30 minutes in the off-peak frequencies. It's backed up by the students' survey statistics, stakeholder interviews, and transport optimization theories. Next step for the client: approves a pilot van demand during peak hours, deploy a digital booking app if wanted, if needed, or else I don't think so, it's like recommended, but yeah, if wanted. Use pilot findings to determine whether the bus scaling up is needed. Align service with the university students' experience. A sustainable plan in gain to institutional endorsement. Personal next step. Approve pilot van based service to pilot demand during peak hours. Continuing to develop consultancy skills, particularly stakeholder engagement and project deliveries. Building my more knowledge on transport optimization model like simulation, flexibility, flexible service integration, applying the insights of the triangulation, responsiveness, and the client focused communication to future consultancy and the management risk. This project not only produced a workable solution to the client but also proved to be the rich learning experience, preparing me for the professional consultancy roles involving analytical depth and practical impact. These are the references, and before the reference I need to speak of the conclusion more bit. Like, in conclusion, the direct shuttle bus, the van service between Hatfield Station to Havilland, offers a feasible, efficient, and future-proof solution. For the client, the next steps are approves the like uh, in between the interview, the approval for the bus, like whole bus, it's like difficult to get the approval for the routes, new route, and for the big bus, to get the new route is very much cost efficient. It's not the it's difficult to get one, and it's like need to spend huge amount of cost for that. So uh, at the first it was like practically it's like impossible as a free bus, like as a shuttle one. So for the direct route, if you're going if I propose a solution for the big bus, we already discussed with the manager, like for the about this one, and we can't do that because of the cost and the route. We need to speak with the council, get approval. It's like huge process to do so. So we come up with the idea of this minibus. It's possible, and during the interview, me and the manager Simon Newport, uh, I also mentioned in the reference, Simon Newport is a manager. During the interview, Sir told about this thing, like if it's a minibus, we don't need to care about the license for the route, actually for the route. So it's easier compared to the whole bus. So that's why we came to the recommendation of giving the minibus. And it's also in most of the areas, many bus companies are using this minibus, like Interlink is using in Hartford, and even the Areva minibus are running through Welvin, even in Hartford. Like in Hartfield, I didn't even saw a single minibus. Maybe this minibus, which is coming as a direct shuttle bus, maybe it will be the first minibus, I guess. So I'm just I think this would be the best possible solution for the direct proposed solution for the like direct shuttle bus for the De Havilland campus to Hatfield railway station. So I hope this findings helped you very much, and these are the references. And thank you very much for your time and everything. I did my best for this project, and my final recommendation was the minibus. And thank you very much for your time and everything. And I've used seven references into seven references in total. And this first one was the static optimization of semi-flexible on-demand public bus line for peak hours. It's an international transaction and operational research. And the other one is customized bus route design with passengers to station assigned optimization. And the other one was a review of battery electric public transportation. I'm just use this one for the timetabling and scheduling for the peak hours, uh, and the integration of conventional and flexible bus services with the time transfer transportation research part. Then this Ramurthy B is a peak hour optimization London. It's a Qualtrics data service which I conducted using the Qualtrics. I submitted the ethics form, everything. This one is a qualitative, this one is a quantitative analysis, and the other one, the Uno 2025, is the Uno bus website, and the interlink which I told you before. This one is the I saw in the Artford, they are using the van kind of thing for the transport in the nearby places. So this is the website for them, so that's why I mentioned them. And TFL, they obviously they providing the peak hours timing, so I mentioned them as well as a website of them. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. Good.